good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are up, down, around the block. It is 6:30 on a Monday night, which means another Coaches Show edition. Welcome, CMR tennis teams. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a happy Easter. And welcome, Coach Byron Boyd.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I didn't want to call you Body. I remember it wasn't me. That was the other news guys that got that one. And I'm sure you still haven't lived that one down yet, right?
That's true.
Well, before we get too far into the tennis conversation, a look back at the week that was sports. All of it was canceled. I mean, that's really what happened. We had snow and rain, and then it canceled everything except for the weekend stuff. I have, let's see, Belgrade defeated Great Falls High softball, and then West beat CMR softball. And then today, I heard that CMR had beat West in baseball. First time we had baseball. How did tennis do over the weekend? Did you guys have a match?
We did. We traveled to Billings, and we played Billings Senior and Skyview. And the girls' team won both matches. So go CMR girls.
All right. All right. Yeah. There we go.
And the boys beat Senior and had a little bit of a rough one against Skyview.
Okay, well, we also had Hairball last night at the Newberry. If you were there, it was an awesome show. If you weren't, you missed out. And you asked me about Hairball. So now I'm very intrigued. What kind of music does Coach Boyd listen to when he's getting hyped up for tennis?
I like 80s hair metal.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I apologize in advance. I had you pegged for a country guy because you're Montana through and through, right? Like you, everything that you've done tennis-wise has been, in Montana. And so now I have this image of you back in the day with that Dee Snider hair, getting ready for tennis, warming up. Was that you?
I was more of a Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue guy.
So you had a bandana getting warmed up for tennis. All right. Well, yeah, awesome. I appreciate that about you. I think we have something in common now, so that's great. But yeah, it was a great show last night. So next time you get a chance to see him, you should do so.
I saw them at the fair a couple of years ago. They're great.
Yeah. It's for those that don't know, it's like every 80s hair metal band rolled into one band. They have the different singers change out and do characters, and they did even Prince last night. I didn't know that they were going to dig that deep into the playlist, but yeah, they did Prince last night, and it was pretty good. So anyway, that was at the Newberry. Great stuff. They're going to have great shows all summer long, but it's springtime. Tennis is here, and you guys are the reigning, defending state champs. 3 of the last 4 years, you guys have been crowned state champions. So I got to ask the obvious question, what is your trick to maintaining this greatness?
Hard work from the team, good coaching, and they buy into the program. They believe in what Coach Val and I teach them, and we were just blessed with really great kids and great parents that support the team, and we just want to, the goal is to keep it going, and the standard at CMR tennis is very high, and we intend to keep it there. And with the group of kids we have this year, we think that can happen.
Wow. So you're just going to keep it going. When I got started here, 2022, and then I saw you guys capture your first state title when you were the head coach, your first year, and it felt like a very full circle moment. We talked about that. And now, 4 years later, you're still doing it. I mean, how much longer? What left do you have to check off the list here as a coach?
We're going for the three-peat this year.
It's always one more championship is the answer. I love that about you guys. That's the mark of true competitors and champions, and you've got that. So I got to know how you get somebody to buy into tennis, because as far as like the rankings of sports go, it tends to be the not favorite one out there, unless you were brought up to love tennis. So how do you get somebody that's maybe on the fence to buy into what you guys are doing at CMR?
Well, we've been quite successful, and that's brought kids out because they want to be part of a successful program, and they want to be on a team that is successful yearly. And we've gotten this year. We've got some good athletes. We've got athletes from the basketball team. We've got athletes from the golf team. We've got athletes from the football team, swim team. So other sports. The thing at CMR is multiple sport athletes.
Yeah.
So, if the kids don't have a spring sport, the coaches from their main sport, want them to do a sport. And, if you're not, a track person or a baseball or softball person, we're a perfect fit. And, we have our record kind of speaks for itself. And, kids are excited to be on a team that is successful and has a good track record. And, we've just got a great group of girls and a great group of guys. And we just couldn't be happier.
So I imagine that it's something along the lines of the kids that are on the fence say, hey, come meet me in my office. We'll talk about this. And then you've got, the state titles behind you. And you're just like, so, if you want to be a part of that, I mean, come on down. It just seems like an easy sell to me.
Well, I did go after some of the top athletes at CMR this year and asked them to come out for tennis. And I told them the track record, and I told them, where we were at and what we were trying to accomplish. We didn't get any of them, but they were all very polite about it and responded. But, we did get, some basketball players, and we got CMR's top golfer, and we've got CMR's top boy swimmer. So, people are excited to be in a winning program. So.
Yeah, I see some of those gentlemen coming in right now. Hey, what's up, guys? Also, if you're watching on the live stream and you have any questions for any of my guests, drop them in the comments. And then that table right there is for the tennis team and family. So anybody that wants to move up and get closer in between commercial breaks or whatever, don't be afraid of the black table. It's there for you guys, I promise. So what are the big challenges each season then? Because obviously a lot rides on your senior class and how good those seniors are. It's no different from high school to high school. They boast about, well, we got a solid senior class this year, and so now we're gonna, take that and we're gonna get to the next level and we're gonna win a state championship. But for you, you've been able to duplicate success class after class after class. I mean, what is that about your teaching and what you've been taught that's reflected through that success?
That's a hard question.
We asked the tough ones here.
Coach Val and I grew up together, trained together. We had the same coach growing up in Great Falls. We also played for MSU with the same coach. So we have the same philosophies. Like on the bus ride home from Billings, she came over and sat down and we had a long conversation. And I said, I have this idea. And she goes, well, I have an idea too. And I said, well, you go first. And she said her idea, and it was exactly my idea. So it was like, we kind of think alike. If she says this is something I want to do, usually it's right along the lines of what I want to do. So it really helps. We get along well, and I trust her implicitly. And, when the guys go over and are with Val, I know they're getting good instruction. And I think she feels the same when the girls come over with me. So, we treat it as one team. Yes, there's a boys team and a girls team, but we like to treat it as wrestler tennis.
No, you guys are the first two faces on the Tennis Wall of Fame at CMR. And then you guys play, like you said, at MSU, and now you're back coaching successful teams at CMR. I mean, is there a greater achievement for you as a coach and your journey with tennis than that?
Well, I'm excited because I've qualified for the Coaches Hall of Fame.
Hey, there you go.
So,
nice. All right.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we get to use the buttons for that stuff.
So they had a head coaches meeting 2 years ago, and they said, who thinks that you should get in immediately when you're voted into the Coaches Hall of Fame, and who thinks it should be when you retire? And I was the only coach that put my hand up to go in immediately, and everybody started laughing because they all knew that I'd qualified.
Yes, yeah, no argument here. And I mean, in my brief time here in Great Falls, I mean, you live and breathe tennis. Both you and Val do. You guys have been amazing coaches, very friendly to me and very open to talking about tennis. I wish I was more passionate about tennis. I am learning, but when people ask me, because I'll go and talk at the high schools and the middle schools, about the work that I do, and they always ask the same question. They're just like, so which sport is like your least favorite or the hardest to cover? And I'll say track, because with track, if somebody is throwing and somebody's running, and you can't be two places at once. So if they throw and it's the best throw of the day and they had 3 chances at it, they get it on the first one. They don't throw 2 more times. Like, they have to wait to see if somebody's going to beat their mark. So if you miss it, you're you're cooked. Like, and so it's very frustrating, and you have to devote pretty much your entire day to, you know, being there and figuring out like where you're supposed to be, what's an important race, what's an important throw event, things like that. And so it's a lot of like trying to coordinate and plan and make sure that you don't miss the one that you needed for that day. Tennis, though, I'm trying to understand more about what exactly I'm watching, but you guys are pretty much an all-day investment too. Like, it's the long sport. Why is it such a long sport all day?
Well, like at CMR, we have 8 courts.
Okay.
So there's each match, there's 8 matches. So the front 4 courts, the girls will play 4 singles matches first. The boys will play singles on the back. So after those matches are done, then we have to play 4 doubles matches of girls and 4 doubles matches of boys.
Wow.
So a tennis match takes about 3 hours. So on Saturday, we're playing Helena High at 10:30, so come on out. And then for the second match, we always play our first match at CMR. And for the second match, we do not play at CMR. We go to the herd courts down in the river for the boys. And the girls go to the Meadowlark Country Club. And then the Great Falls High team gets to come to CMR, so they're all together. So, and that's another 3 hours.
Wow.
So the kids will be to warm up on Saturday at 9:30, and the match doesn't start till 10:30. The first match will get done probably 1:30, and then we go over to the second match, and that won't get over till around 5. So yeah, it's an all-day thing, and our kids are dedicated, and they'll be there early for warm up, ready to go. And we just couldn't be more happy with the great group of athletes that we have and all the parent support. We couldn't do it without the support of the parents and such great kids.
So my best friend gets mad at me every spring because I tell him that I don't fully comprehend tennis yet. He got really big into tennis. Very good player too. And he's just like, what don't you get about it? I was like, the scoring. So you can only score when you're serving, right? And you have to win by so many. No. Okay. So see, yeah.
So the scoring in tennis. So if you have 0 points, it's called love.
Okay.
If you have 1 point, it's called 15. 2 points is 30. So 3 points, if you go on that system, should be 45, huh?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's 40. So then you have to win 4 points to win a game.
Okay.
Okay. And you have to win 6 games to win a set.
Wow. Okay.
And then you have to win 2 out of 3 sets to win a match.
I see why it takes so long.
Yeah. So, but it's a fun sport. It works on total body coordination. I think it's the best sport around. So
of course you do.
And you can play it for your whole lifetime. You don't have to, like football, most people can't play that past high school, maybe college.
Yeah, it takes a
really good
toll on your body. Yeah, for sure.
But tennis, you can play till you're 80 years old. It's a great sport. It's way better than pickleball. So
that is a question I have for you.
So yeah, tennis is it's a great sport, but the scoring is a little confusing. That's why you should come out and watch us on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. I do have it on my calendar for you guys for Saturday. So if everything lines up, then you can expect to see me. So the pickleball thing, it's funny that you mentioned that because it seems like every sport has to have like their one-off rival kind of thing. Football has rugby, baseball and soccer kind of have lacrosse. But for you guys, tennis has pickleball, which is competitive, yes, but it's not in the same way that these other sports have like their respected rival-esque sports. So what is it like? Have you played pickleball? Have you explored that avenue? And what do you like? What do you don't like about it?
I don't want to get myself in trouble here. I am, the kids on the team know this. I am not a fan of pickleball. I'll have to watch what I say here. I think that people should just stick with tennis and play tennis. You get to run more. You get to hit the ball further. You get to hit the ball harder. There's more variety, and at my house, the kitchen is for eating. and pickleball at some place on the court. I'd rather just go to the kitchen and have a sandwich. So
I think you did that very well. But yes, pickleball, like I said, every sport has their rival, and I'm always curious to know how tennis players and fanatics are accepting or not of pickleball, because it's become like one of the rising sports. So you are not team pickleball. You are
I'm team tennis. 100%.
Team tennis, 100%.
I'm 100% team CMR tennis and all CMR sports.
Well, your whole life has been tennis. Where do you get that kind of passion for a sport from? I imagine you had to start early on, right?
Yeah. When I was young, I went downstairs to watch TV one Saturday morning before everybody was up, and I turned on the TV, and there was these two guys doing this sport I'd never seen before, and this was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Well, it was Bjorn Borg at Wimbledon, and I don't know if you know who he is. He was the #1 player in the world. He won 6 French Opens and 5 Wimbledons.
The name sounds familiar.
He was one of the greatest tennis players of all time. And so I asked my parents if they had one of those things, a racket. And I went out and I hit balls against the garage door. I thought that was the greatest thing ever, hitting balls against the garage door.
The rest is history, right?
Yeah. My parents asked me one night at dinner if I'd like to take tennis lessons. I didn't know there was such a thing. And I said yes. And I'd hit so many balls against the garage door, I was better than the other kids. And the pro took an interest in me, and it just took off from there.
So you're like Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump with ping pong. You just kept going and going, and then finally they're like, we can put another person in here and see how you do.
Yeah.
Well, for that, for your tennis fandom and passion and love, were you a McEnroe guy?
I was a Borg guy and an Agassi guy. I was a huge Agassi fan and a huge Borg fan.
Okay. So for your tennis love and purity, McEnroe is kind of the against the grain guy.
Well, I was a baseline guy, which won't shock my team any. I was the stay back and grind guy, which won't shock anybody on the team because they probably already know that. McEnroe was a serve and volleyer, and he was very vocal, and I've always been kind of a quiet guy. So I related more to Borg, who was known as the Iceman. So I was just Borg, and then Agassi was from Las Vegas. So I actually saw him at junior tournaments, and
nice.
He would win the Intermountain sectionals without losing a game. It was just, he was so far ahead of all of us. It was unbelievable. So, and then I followed him, and he obviously had quite a career. So,
well, you've had no question great teams over the years. Like I said, 3 of the last 4 have been state champions. So who's somebody that really, reminded you of yourself with that passion and love for the game that almost elevated the rest of the team?
How far back do you want me to go?
I'd say let's start from my era. So the first state title with you as head coach. So 2023? Yeah.
2022. 2023, we got second.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
2022, I would say Josh Steinmack.
Okay.
He was a baseball player, and Coach Val and I kind of turned him into a tennis player, and he just took off. And then the next one would be Carson Rich. He was a really good junior, and then he quit. And then he decided to play again during high school, and he hadn't played in a long time.
Yeah.
But he had the talent, and he was frustrated because he hadn't played, and then he came back, so he was losing to kids that he'd beaten easily before. And then he really got a fire lit under him, and his senior year he beat Ryan Ashley, who was the defending state champion when we played Helena, and that's one of the the best singles matches I've seen a wrestler play. This year we've got Fleming Daniel at 1, and he's going to be a great asset. And last year we had his twin brother, Howard Daniel, at 1, and he did a fabulous job. So, we've got Eli Christ is also very passionate about the sport. And so, I mean, we have a lot of good kids that do remind me of myself.
Which is great because, like I said, you are CMR tennis. I mean, you and Val really are the epitome of it to start how you did and now come all the way back to it. So let's say hypothetically, you guys get your three-peat and you're a first bid or however they want to put it for your guys' Hall of Fame. I mean, what's realistically going to be left for you? Because I mean, you've had like one of the best careers in such a short amount of time that you could ever ask for.
We just got to keep going.
Keep going.
It's about them.
Yeah.
I mean, we enjoy coaching them and helping them and watching. It's really fun to watch kids grow through 4 years, and I know Val is very sorry that she couldn't be here. It's her parents' 63rd wedding anniversary tonight.
Happy anniversary to them.
And, I think we need to talk about the girls team a little bit.
Okay.
Because we have a really good girls team coming up. And, one of the things about our girls team this year is we've got some really good freshman additions to the team.
Ooh.
So we're we're bringing in some talent at the freshman level. We've got Lola Habel, and we've got Olivia Hoven, and we've got Georgia Pike, and they're really going to be great additions to the team. And Quincy Weymouth is a senior, and she's been a state qualifier every year since she's been on the team. She's at one doubles with Lola. And Georgia Pike is one of the top junior girls in the state. We think she'll be right in the hunt for an individual state singles championship.
Awesome.
So, we're really excited about the girls team. They did well. They've always done well since Coach Val's had them.
Yeah, top 6, you said, every year. Yeah.
Top 6 every year, second place in 2022. They got 5th place last year. I believe 4th place the year before that. But, we're really excited about, we've got a lot of talent on the girls' side, and we've had a lot of talent on the girls' side through the years with Gail Parambi and Madison George and Ruby Jennings and Ryan Walker and Olivia Martello, and we've had a lot of good girls through the years. It's always, I love state, and state's my favorite weekend of the tennis season, but then it's always sad right after state because it's graduation. But I have a rule.
Okay, what's the rule?
The senior rule. The senior rule is after you graduate, you have to come back and visit. So when you come in town, you got to come and say hi to Coach Byron and Coach Val.
I love that.
And they do.
Good.
And it's always great to see them after they graduate, even though we're sad that they leave. But it's nice to see them progress through life.
So I get the feeling, though, that you and Val, you could not even have a rule like that, and your players would come back every time,
Probably, but I always remind them. At their graduation party, I always remind them of the senior rule. So, but yeah, we've just got, great kids. I mean, this year we're really excited. Vivo Batong put in a ton of hard work over the off season. He's improved a lot. We're really excited to have him at 2. We think he'll have a really good year. Our boys 2 doubles team of Connor Sherman and Nick Stymack. Connor's made state every year in doubles and always contributed to all the state championships. And Nick Stymack is from the Stymack tree of we've had a lot of Stymacks come through the program, and he's cut off the same cloth. He's a hard worker. He's gritty. He's gutty. He's going to be, Connor and Nick are going to be great. And we've got some younger kids, some lower in the lineup, and they're going to come along, and we're excited to see them grow. And we're just looking forward to a really great season.
It sounds like it. And we'll talk about the girls team when we get Zoe up here. We got Connor coming up first after you, so we'll get a chance to have their thoughts on the season and everything. But first, before we say thank you to you, it's time for our favorite segment here on the show, which is called Fishing for Compliments with Coach. Coaches do not give away compliments easily, so we have a fish bowl, and you have to fish one of them out here. They each have a number, and there's a key.
Is it magnet?
Yes, it is. towards the head and the mouth for the fish. Oh, there we go. All right, he got one. All right, number 3. So give me a compliment for Connor and Zoe about their style or their appearance.
Connor, the hair. He's always got, good hair going
Great
on.
hair. Yeah.
He's always looks sharp. Zoe is probably the ponytail. She's got very long hair, a long ponytail. And Zoe is, probably the most polite girl you could ever meet. She's extremely polite, a little quiet, but you couldn't ask for 2 nicer kids than Connor and Zoe. We're glad to have them on the team. Zoe's also on the swim team. Connor played starting linebacker for Rustler football.
Wow.
He was also on the basketball team until this year, committed to tennis over the winter, which I was happy about. Coach Sislo probably was not happy about that, but I was really happy.
I bet.
But so, they're both multi-sport athletes. Connor's a senior. Zoe is a junior. And, all of them out here, I could talk about all of them. They're all just great kids, and they work hard, and that's why we're successful. It's these guys.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a road to another great season for you guys. I mean, obviously, if you're the coach, you and Val have this system, your love for tennis. So I will be around to more of them now that I understand a little better what I'm watching, what I'm looking for. I still get excited. Every sporting event I go to, I still get very invested and involved. But it helps me if I'm like, okay, what am I looking for? Okay, now I know. So I appreciate the education here for that.
Sure.
But thank you so much. One more time for Coach Byron Boyd. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And we are going to take a short commercial break, and we have Connor coming up after
The Block
this.
Coaches Show is made possible by our proud sponsors. The Burger Bunker, located at 24 5th Street South here in Great Falls and open Monday through Saturday. It's my personal favorite burger in town. I get the Island Burger. Stop in and tell them the F.A.N Show sent you. Burger Bunker, no frills, just deliciousness for your inner burger lover. Mars of Great Falls, your one-stop shop for a variety of automobile restoration services. Call today at 406-315-2142 or stop in and see Archie yourself at 1224 19th Avenue South. Schulte's 38th Street Store and Coffee House. Family owned and the best chicken in town if you ask me. But don't take my word for it. Stop in and see for yourself at 3800 3rd Avenue South. Russell Country Federal Credit Union, where they believe in helping you and your children achieve financial success and building a better community. They want to be your financial home, so stop in their Great Falls or Fairfield office and get started on your new account today. Mountain West Farm Bureau Insurance, the Eric Dirk Agency, protecting what matters most, local service you can trust, and specializing in home, auto, life, and farm ranch products. You trained them to ball, to hustle, to grind. Now protect their future and your peace of mind. Retirement, life insurance, risk on lock. Doug Mercado with Northwestern Mutual. Protecting what's important, growing for tomorrow. Call Doug. Your game plan starts today. And finally, CM Russell Hall of Famer Linda Morin, Rustler Pride.
Yes, we always like to thank Linda for helping support the Coaches Show. Whether it's Great Falls High or CMR, she still helped make this happen. She likes to attend when she can, but whenever she can't, she says the same thing, hashtag Rustler Pride. So thank you, Linda. Welcome, Connor. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. So football player, which I know, but tennis, and he managed to wrangle you from basketball. Did you have a talk with Sislo when that happened?
Not. I kind of just made the decision on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, I just really wanted to focus on tennis. These last few years have been really special, and we still have a lot of work to do. And going for that third state championship is a big goal of ours. So, I want to look forward to that.
I'll go ahead and ask you then, what is the draw to tennis? And you can't say it's winning. Coach already said, he gets you guys with that, and yeah, it makes perfect sense. But you can't say winning. So what is it about tennis?
Honestly, the team's been pretty fun. Like, tennis is a smaller group of kids, and over the last years, it's been a great group of kids. I like hanging out with these guys. I mean, I just went golfing with some of the fellas this morning. It was a great time. And the coaches are really great too. I mean, Byron's helped me with so much stuff, Val too, from scholarships and applications. And it's really just a pretty tight-knit community, a lot of great people. So
it sounds like you want to play tennis at the next level. Have you found a home yet where you want to go?
I wasn't really planning on that, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you say you talked to him about scholarships and stuff, so.
Well, just like he's just offered to
I
the
see.
school scholarships.
Okay,
He's always
all right.
first to, yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good.
What is the plan though for?
I'm just going to college, and
Okay.
this is, yeah, after this season, that should be it for my competitive tennis career.
Really? You're a multi-sport athlete though, so.
I'll miss it for sure. It's been a great time, but yeah, I'll just have to enjoy this last senior season.
All right. Well, fair enough. Respect. You know, what you got to do is what you got to do. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend. And so for you, I want to know what is like your Easter dinner or tradition? Like what do you got going on over the Easter weekend?
Usually we go to brunch. We just went to brunch yesterday. So I'm a big fan of Easter brunch. It's always good.
What's on the menu for brunch when you guys go?
Bacon, eggs, mashed potatoes are always pretty good. And then cookies, of course, stuff like that.
So we do the honey ham with brown sugar and then pineapple rings and then deviled eggs and some kind of like scalloped potatoes. So we try to keep it classy, but then we're left with, because it's just my wife and I, we're left with all this ham afterwards. And we do like the sliders with cheese or like grilled cheese with ham in it. So right now the block has their March Madness bracket reaching its, I think, last two for the best sandwich that they do. So build me your best sandwich ever.
Best sandwich ever.
Yes.
Kind of like a Philly cheesesteak guy.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, a little steak, cheese, some peppers and onions, and that's pretty much good for me.
You say peppers and onions and my heart hurts. Like it's just really?
Yeah.
Do you on match day you do cheesesteak?
No, that's probably not. That's not a pre-match sandwich.
No, probably not.
Pre-match sandwich for me would probably just be a PB&J. That's probably the go-to.
Solid choice. What's your pre-match ritual look like?
Ritual? We always got to jump rope. That's a big tradition in CMR tennis.
Jump rope?
Roping. Yeah, you got to get warm. Get your feet moving and do a little jump rope.
Is this like as soon as you get to 10, you're done? Or do you guys have a song that you jump to? Like, I got to know more about this now.
You got to keep going till you get in the groove. Till you feel ready.
Is that a Byron thing?
Yeah, he started me up on it.
All right, so you guys get warmed up with jump rope, and then what's next for you personally after the jump rope?
Yellow Gatorade. That's a big thing for the team. That's like our superpower. That's where all the winning comes from, all the success. We've been drinking yellow Gatorade these past 2 years, and it's been pretty successful for us. So that's a big.
Now, is that your favorite, or is it just what works for you guys?
No, it's not even close to my favorite.
On
the tennis court, it works.
This is a true team player. It's not even anywhere close to his favorite Gatorade, but he will drink that every match if it ensures even the slightest edge of success. I love that. Nice. Props. All right. So you got a real winner here, Byron. That's putting the team first. So jump rope, Gatorade, maybe a PB&J for you. Anything else? Is there any superstition in tennis? I feel like that's not common. But I know coach is like, yeah, there is.
Other than the yellow Gatorade, for me personally, I would say no.
No. Did you have superstition for basketball or football or anything?
I would always have a monster before my football games, so that would
makes a lot of sense.
right cleat on first. Yeah.
Wow. Are you sock shoe or sock shoe guy?
Sock shoe.
There we go. That's the only way. I don't understand the people that do sock shoe. It's just weird. I did that once. My whole week was thrown off. I could never do it again. That's weird. All right. Well, we are in April, spring break, which I know works differently around here. But one question, I love the reactions to the responses, is if you had a choice between a weekend with the boys or a week-long vacation with your family, which one are you going on? And you can set up perfect scenario as much as you want, but ultimately it comes down to which one would you rather.
Weekend.
It's so easy for them, and the thumbs down and the boos from the crowd that looks like the family right now. I don't know, man. Like I love theme parks, so I'm thinking like a week at Universal, but then I'm like, okay, if my family's there, like how much time have I got to spend with them, and like what are they gonna want to do? So yeah, I get it. There was a lot of April Fool's pranks that happened last week. Do you prank?
I did not. No.
You don't?
No.
There was nothing that you guys did to coach?
No, we let him off the hook this year.
Oh, lucky man, dude. He looks like the perfect target for that kind of thing. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, he looks like easy target for a simple, harmless prank. That's all I'm saying. Do you get pranked?
Not really. I can't recall anything. No.
Wow.
Pretty lame.
Oh. Have you ever pranked anybody for April Fools?
No, I'm just lame like that.
Oh, well, it's probably the safe bet. When I was 22, I pranked my mom out of the blue. I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I told her I got a DUI. Not advised. The words that I heard my mother say for the first time ever, I was like, wow, okay. So that was a bad choice. She did not find it funny when I said I was just kidding. So you're probably safer off just not doing it at all. Since we had snow last week and Montana does this amazing thing, it's like a tradition in itself. And I know because I've fallen victim to it my first year here. I was staying at the Travel Lodge Hotel my first week, and I drove through snow to get here. I was coming from Omaha where it was sunny, and then drove through snow through Billings, and then got here. And then for 3 days straight, it was like you see outside right now. And everybody was like, spring, is that you? And then the next day, snow. And so finish this sentence. It's finally spring when?
It's tennis season.
Even if you guys get canceled or postponed for matches?
Well, that's just a part of it. I mean, every year there's always a couple matches that get postponed, and there's a lot of practices we have to spend indoors, but it's just part of the season, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's Montana.
So on that, how hard is it to be as passionate about a sport as you are, knowing that you guys are seriously behind the 8 ball in so many ways when it comes to a spring sport like tennis? I mean, weather, schedule, the time of year. I mean, when you guys are done and graduate, like that's it. Season's over.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating. Going out to practice sometimes the conditions are not ideal, but you just got to embrace it. The coaches always remind us that Great Falls is always windy, and that's really our superpower when anybody comes to play us because they just don't expect it, but we're always used to it. So just got to embrace it.
So which is worse to play in, the rain or the wind?
The wind.
The wind?
You can stand the wind when it blows the ball around.
But that's your guys' ace up the sleeve is the wind.
It is. You got to get over it, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So are you surprised with how good you are at tennis? Or how much you love tennis now that you know, multi-sport athlete, and this is the one that kind of is where your heart is?
Yeah, I would say so. I was kind of brought up in tennis always. Like my parents always encouraged me to go and play, and I never really wanted to, but I'm glad I really stuck with it because I love it now, and I wouldn't want to have chosen anything else.
Okay. Well, some of the other team members asked, told me to ask you about your favorite tennis memory.
Oh, geez, there's a lot of them. I would say honestly, just both state champions we've had when the rug was unveiled after we won. There's nothing like it. I mean, the team was so excited; it was just like surreal, and I don't think anything could ever replace that.
How cool is it to have a thing like the rug?
It's pretty cool.
Like that's to me one of the coolest things around here is the rug from CMR.
All the other schools you go and see, and it's just lame.
You go around, you see these other field houses and gyms, and they're like, they don't have rugs. No, not a rug in sight. Do you have a favorite rug? I have a few favorites.
Well, the last two would be mine.
That's like a Tom Brady answer. What's your favorite ring? The next one. What's your favorite rug? The last two. You get it. You get exactly, like, I'm having a hard time trying to throw you off a little bit. Okay, so we'll ask this one. Who on the team is not allowed to date your sister? And there we got a stir in the crowd. Perfect.
All of them, probably. Honestly, I wouldn't.
The whole team.
Yeah, no,
Why is that?
they're just a group of characters. But yeah, especially my partner Nick. I would never.
Do you actually have a
Outside.
sister?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's
So
like-
this is very real to you then. Okay. All right. So the whole team is not allowed to date your sister. Well, to each their own. There's the movie that came out a little bit ago called Send Help, where two people get stranded on an island that did not want to be stranded together. So sometimes I ask, who would you want to be stranded on a deserted island with? But we're going to ask you, who's the person that you would not want to be stuck on a deserted island with on your team?
Probably Howard.
Why? Why is that?
He's got too much energy for me. He's just,
It's like, I'm going to go in, I'm going to chop down this tree. We're going to start a fire with this, and then we're going to build this. And you're like, you need to slow down.
yeah,
Okay.
he'd be all over the place.
I love that it's the guy that has way too much energy, that gets stuff done energy. And okay, so you're more of a, you know what? If we get rescued, we get rescued. But I'm just going to kind of hang out.
Yeah, thing at a time.
Is there anything I should ask Zoe when she gets up here?
Oh, geez, I don't know. How the girls are going to do this year?
Okay, well, that's obvious. I'm going to ask that, of course. Got to ask her that. But anything team wise? Any would you rather's?
Geez. I would say, would you rather? I would do the rain and the wind question again. I'd like
Okay.
to see
All right.
how my teammates feel about that.
Well, the wind is just annoying. So I'll side with you on that. I mean, the rain is like, unless it's rain in the wind, then it's just coming down and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
It'll stop. But with the wind, and we went through like 2 weeks where it was either your choices were it's going to be 10 degrees outside or the wind is going to be gusting at like 70 miles an hour. And I'm not a fan of either of those choices whatsoever. But you guys get it. You have the things through the fence on the tennis court. But even that, I've seen that cart with the balls just like blow away.
Yeah, it doesn't. Those things don't do too much. Right?
No, they don't. So when it comes to that, you guys like having the availability of the country club and playing indoors like that?
Country club's super nice. Oftentimes, though, when we go there, you have to wake up at 6 a.m. to practice. So that's a trade-off. But yeah, the country club's always been great.
Oh, so not an early riser then.
No.
Okay. You probably prefer sunsets to sunrises then, if that's the case. You guys are lazy, but it's okay. Since we're wrapping up March Madness, you guys will probably be the last group I asked this. We've had a few really good answers. So if you had to create your own March Madness bracket to settle something that you're a fan of, what would it be?
Geez, I don't know. You like a fictional tournament?
So yeah, basically in 2020 there was a lot of these that came around because the March Madness like literally got canceled. So I did 90s cartoons and then cereal. One guest said throwback jerseys. Another said Gatorade flavor. So what is your bracket that you'd like to settle once and for all, and what's the best?
That's the greatest movie of all time.
Greatest movie of all time. Wow, that's a broad one. Like you need more than 64 slots for that thing. So is it era, genre, or all of them? A free for all.
Free for all. It's the only way to do it.
Okay, what's your pick for the final four in that thing?
I got Gladiator,
Solid choice. Okay,
The Hunt for Red October,
another solid choice. All right.
Ford versus Ferrari,
Okay.
and Remember the Titans.
Oh yes, good one there. Okay, I could see that. I think there's probably going to be like some Gone with the Wind or something along those lines. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but no, those are all award-winning movies. So I think solid choice there. But any final thoughts on your senior year and the season, and the goal to three-peat?
Yeah, I mean it's gone by fast, but there's a lot of matches still to be played left. So I'm just excited for that, and I know we'll do great. And I'm excited for it.
What would a three-peat mean to you?
Oh, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be, I mean, I don't know the last time it was done, but being able to leave a legacy like that would be pretty awesome.
Okay.
And always next year after that too. So continuing to build on the team and leaving my mark would be pretty cool.
Well, an athlete as talented as you are, I personally hope we haven't seen the last of you once tennis is all wrapped up. But hey, man, do what you got to do. Thank you again so much for your time. One more time for Connor. Thank you, sir. And after this commercial break, we will welcome up Zoe.
The Block Coaches Show is made possible by our proud sponsors. The Burger Bunker, located at 24 5th Street South here in Great Falls and open Monday through Saturday. It's my personal favorite burger in town. I get the Island Burger. Stop in and tell them the Fan Show sent you. Burger Bunker, no frills, just deliciousness for your inner burger lover. Mars of Great Falls, your one-stop shop for a variety of automobile restoration services. Call today at 406-315-2142 or stop in and see Archie yourself at 1224 19th Avenue South. Schulte's 38th Street Store and Coffee House. Family owned and the best chicken in town if you ask me. But don't take my word for it. Stop in and see for yourself at 3800 3rd Avenue South. Russell Country Federal Credit Union, where they believe in helping you and your children achieve financial success and building a better community. They want to be your financial home, so stop in their Great Falls or Fairfield office and get started on your new account today. Mountain West Farm Bureau Insurance, the Eric Dirk Agency, protecting what matters most, local service you can trust, and specializing in home, auto, life, and farm ranch products. You trained them to ball, to hustle, to grind. Now protect their future and your peace of mind. Retirement, life insurance, risk on luck. Doug Mercado with Northwestern Mutual. Protecting what's important, growing for tomorrow. Call Doug. Your game plan starts today. And finally, CM Russell Hall of Famer Linda Morin, Rustler Pride.
And we are back to close things out with CMR Rustler Tennis. Welcome, Zoe. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. So, tennis season, it's still early. And of course, we had Coach Byron talk about the boys plenty. But now we're going to have your point of view on the girls' side and everything that's going on with them. So, right now, how's it look for the girls?
I mean, I think it looks pretty good. We have really good players from last year coming, and then really good upcoming freshmen that have a chance at taking state, I feel like.
So if you had to pick one thing, because obviously Coach Val isn't here, but that's separating you guys from the top of the podium, from a state title, first place, what do you think it is? What's been missing that you guys have corrected or going to correct this season?
I think part of it is always like the team's atmosphere, and I feel like this year we have people who are really encouraging and willing to work well with each other and not get down on each other.
Okay. And I apologize. I thought you were senior. You're junior.
Yeah.
Right. So when did you get started with tennis?
I started playing probably like 6th grade, but I never played competitively until my freshman year.
Okay. And what is it that has, grown as a love for tennis? Like, what is it about the sport that keeps you coming back?
I really like that there's a lot of yourself and
For sure.
your improvement, as well as still a team atmosphere. So you still get to know people without having to necessarily work on a new team every year.
Okay. So here's a tough question for you. Obviously, the boys are going for a three-peat, but they've been state champions 3 of the last 4 years. So they've had their turn. For you guys, been close several times. If you could trade winning the state title for the girls and them coming up just short of their third, would you?
I don't know. It would be cool to have those state championships, but I also feel like starting something new.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So wind or rain, that's what Connor wanted me to ask you.
I actually don't mind the wind too much. I don't like the rain because that means you don't get to play.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if it's too much rain, but you guys playing like light rain still, or no? It's got to
No.
be, wow, completely dry. Okay. I was not aware of that. I thought you guys still played if it was like a light trickle or something. But so the wind, he says it's your guys' advantage. For you, you echo that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how windy is too windy though?
I mean, a couple weeks back when it was blowing trash cans over.
You guys are trying to run down all the different buckets of balls and just balls in general because those things are racing around everywhere. I imagine that you guys get quite the workout on the windy days at the tennis courts.
Sometimes, but we have a fence, so it tends to stop them.
So on the girls' side, what is the pre-match tradition like? Do you guys have is it purple Gatorade for you or Gatorade at all?
I mean, it's kind of everybody has slightly different things they like to do. I know a lot of people still do jump roping, but it kind of just depends.
Are you not a jump roper then?
No, I would
No.
rather run.
How far or how many laps? Like how much running gets you in the right mindset for tennis?
Maybe quarter mile.
Quarter mile? Okay. Now, it sounds like you were a runner as far as you had choice between tennis and track. Did you do track at all?
I did track in middle school, but I like tennis a lot better.
There's a little running, but not as much running.
Yeah.
Even if you do a quarter mile to get warmed up, you're like, that's all that I have to do. I don't have to do any more than that.
Yeah.
Well, what's on the wish list as far as this season? Not, can't say a state championship, but like, what do you want to see as far as your personal growth before your senior year?
This is my first year playing doubles, so I'd like to definitely improve and learn how to strategize with that.
Yeah, that does seem like it would be something that's a bit more of a task to take on. I know a couple of doubles players that have been great over the years for CMR. I don't know, is it chemistry? Like what have you found out so far that is the challenge for doubles?
I mean, I definitely think part of it is the chemistry, because if you and your doubles partner don't get along, it's probably not going to end well.
Now, do you guys pair yourselves up or does coach pair you guys up?
The coaches pair us.
Okay.
They do a pretty good job, I think.
No one's making you say anything that isn't true, but okay, you trust their choices. I respect that. That's good. All right, well, let's have a little fun with some of these questions before we wrap up with tennis and get back to that. So, April Fool's pranks, do you get in on them?
Not really.
No, you're not a prank. You look like a prankster.
Oh, thanks.
Have you been pranked on April Fools?
Not this year.
Okay, but when was the last one, and what was it?
Probably the year I was at my grandparents, and someone had said something was happening, and then it was not.
Did you have to go somewhere?
Yeah.
So you went somewhere. The thing that they said was happening wasn't. How far did you have to go? Like, is this a down the street thing or another room in the house?
I had to go. I think it was across town.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you finally find out that it was? Oh, joke's on me.
When my grandpa was in like a different place there.
So your grandparents were in on it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I like your grandparents even more now. That's impressive. Not many are bold enough to do that to a grandchild. Finish this sentence. It's finally spring when?
Tennis starts.
You guys all have the same starting point. So it's not when the second snow has fallen or when the first match gets canceled and then rescheduled. It's when tennis starts.
It's when tennis starts and swim
Okay.
ends.
All right, that's fair. Looks like we did get a few questions come in through the comments for you specifically. So, who is the cutest boy on the team?
Oh. I don't know. I guess.
This is not one of my questions, so you don't have to answer it. I'm simply reading what's in the questions section.
Oh, that's nice. Probably.
No answer?
Yeah, no answer.
I was going to say you could lean on the Connor with great hair answer. I mean, that's
There you go.
if he's got great hair, he's got great hair. All right, so Easter dinner or Easter in general, how do you celebrate? What's the day look like for you?
We do a dinner.
Okay, what's on the menu? Or I guess what do you guys do?
I guess ham and mashed potatoes and green beans and
Oh, you lost me at green beans. Are you a green beans
Yeah.
fan? Oh, like casserole or just straight up?
just green beans.
Wow. There's so many better green vegetable. Like you know that, right? Like there's peas and there's broccoli. Well, I'm not saying broccoli's any better, but green beans, really.
Yeah.
Okay. What is something that you'd like settled in a March Madness style bracket? What are you a fan of that you want settled as far as what's the best of it?
I guess shoe styles.
Shoe styles. Okay, what are we talking about? Like brands and their styles? So like different tennis shoes or high heels to tennis shoes to
Like
business?
different brands.
Okay, all right. What's your final four?
Probably Nike,
Okay.
Saucony, On Cloud, and ASIC.
Okay, so you had me with Nike. I didn't hear Reebok or Adidas. You're not either of those kind of person?
Not really.
All right, so who wins?
Nike.
Nike. Oh, apparently they really want you to answer the cutest boy thing on here. Let's see. I don't know who Aubrey is, but Aubrey's the one. Sorry, not to out you, but they deserve to know a little bit. Okay, fine. You get to single them out now. Who on the team is not allowed to date your brother?
I don't have a brother.
Hypothetical then.
Um,
If you had a brother, who would not be allowed to date him?
I don't know. I guess.
Connor said the whole team. I mean, that was pretty. I mean, it was a little harsh, but I get it.
Probably Lola.
Lola? The look of shock. Wow. Why Lola?
I don't know. She's the only one who looked at his-
There was some look of shock, maybe some betrayal there, but okay. Sorry, Lola. I mean, we don't try to do it, but who would you least want to be stranded on a deserted island with?
I don't know. I guess. I don't. I feel like they'd all be fine.
Very different from the boys' team. Okay, so anybody is going to be helping you to rescue yourself off the island, then basically.
Yeah.
Okay, one item that you'd want to take with you to it, if you could.
Boat.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Or plane or helicopter. But yes, that is the second time we have had boat for the answer. High five on that. Awesome job. All right, so let's see. Okay, looks like there is another one. When you were a freshman, who'd you look up to?
I guess my freshman year, I really looked up to Ryan and then Quincy.
Okay. How did they help you kind of find your footing in tennis?
I think both of them were super encouraging and then willing to help you work on the things you needed to work on.
Okay. Well, since Coach Val couldn't join us, why don't you tell me your favorite thing about her and her coaching style?
I really like that she's willing to work with you one-on-one, and she offers stuff that is like super constructive.
Have you seen yourself improve as a tennis player over the years under her tutelage?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been the most impressive thing about yourself that even you're impressed with?
I think my ability to play at the net, because I don't like the net as much.
Is that like the game is won in the trenches kind of thing? When you can play good at the net, is that how that works?
If you're a doubles player.
Oh, if you're a doubles player, okay, that's fair. If you had to pick anybody to be your doubles partner, who would it be? Not even like from the team and beyond, the whole school. If you could pick somebody to just be a doubles partner with you in tennis, like a dream scenario.
I mean, probably Georgia.
Georgia? Okay. Why? What is it about Georgia that works so well?
I mean, she's a super good player in general, and then she also is someone easy to get along with.
Okay. Weekend with the girls or a week-long vacation with the family?
Probably a weekend with the girls.
Where's your guys' go-to spot, or do you have one?
I like the beach,
Like Lake Beach or Ocean Beach?
the ocean.
Okay. So a whole group of girls going to the ocean for a weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a solid trip. Let's see. Build me the best sandwich ever.
I don't know. I guess just obviously bread and then probably chicken, tomato, and lettuce.
Chicken, tomato, and lettuce. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I appreciate that. Well, have you thought at all about college?
A little bit.
Okay. Do you want to play tennis?
I think it would be fun to play, but I don't know yet.
So then, what needs to happen your senior year to finally decide if you want to play tennis at the next level or not?
I guess I would just have to really improve my game a lot.
You don't think you're good?
No,
Or
I
do you
think.
not trying to call you out, but you think that you need to be better.
Yeah.
Okay. By how much?
I don't know. Probably a decent amount.
Okay.
So,
All right. Any thought as to college you'd want to play for?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, who's the team to beat this season on the tennis courts? Who's standing between the girls' team and a state title?
I mean, the past couple years it's been Bozeman, so probably Bozeman again.
What makes them so good?
I don't know.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on the season coming up? No? Shout outs, anybody? Floor is yours.
It'll be a great season, and if people want to come watch, they're welcome to.
Well, I will be at least some of them. So you've sold me on that. But thank you so much. One more time for Zoe. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are waiting to see who's on the schedule for next week. Of course, CMR softball was supposed to be tonight, but they had a scheduling conflict. So we'll see if maybe it's going to be them or somebody from the Great Falls High side. Either way, make sure that you're watching the Instagram and the Facebook for the Fan Show and the blog, as we'll have updates on that. But thank you, Coach Boyd, Connor, Zoe. You guys have been awesome. Thank you, CMR Tennis, for being here. So make sure that you watch for the next guest. But until next week, we will see you next time.